Touchdown, Westerly!
A chance for the Chargers, and they score!
In the front, Fuzzy again!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Similori Field. My name is Ben Barber, and this is Westerly Bulldogs baseball. The Westerly Bulldogs will be here against the Mount Hope Huskies, and we don't have much of a time for the Redstone Tire pregame show, so this entire first inning is going to be brought to you by the Redstone Tire here, the top of the first at least, I should say. And that is going to be ball one. Michael Poole, the ace for the Bulldogs, on the plate. On the mound, I should say. Davies right now for the Huskies at the plate. And a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way that you hope to start a game. And four straight balls for the senior, Mike Poole, to start the game. A Bruzy now at bat. We have a runner on first. A Bruzy, the lefty. And very unusual for Michael Poole, 5 straight balls to start the game. And that one's going to be fouled off for the first strike of the day. Want to say a huge thank you to the extraordinary DJ Gadget, who is at the field for us today behind the plate. And he is safe at second with the steal. So Davies is now on second. We have 1 ball, 2 strikes on a Bruzy. And the batter calls time. He's going to take a second here. And if it's time for some new tires, check out Redstone on Route 3, right at the Ashaway Westerly line. And that's going to be a wild pitch. So some control issues brings the runner to third base. Davies is now on third, and we have seen 6 balls thrown by Michael Poole. Only 2 strikes, one of them a foul ball. The other one, of course, was on the steal. And that's going to be another foul ball. 2-2 is the count. And while we take a little break here, as the batter speaks, we have McDonald at first, Zach Miner, the Division II Player of the Year last year, at second. Jaden Parker at third. Jaden Parker at short. Zeberini at third. Falcone in left field today. Luke Gwaltney is in center, and Fiore is in right. For the Bulldogs, Simmons behind the plate and Michael Poole on the mound. and he strikes him out in the dirt. So he got him swinging, but another pitch out of the strike zone for Poole. Now, on a 2-2 count with a runner on third, that may have been on purpose. But with one out, a runner on third, nobody in, it's the top of the first inning. Michael Poole definitely going to try to be getting under control here. And he falls behind immediately, again 1-0 for this count. Want to say a huge thank you to all of our sponsors. You can see scrolling at the bottom. Roof Right Roofing, Sound Financial Partners, Westerly Fitness, Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road. And that one is going to be a little dribbler back. And that is going to keep the runner at third. So just like that, 2 outs in the inning for Michael Poole, and the potential to get out of this inning unscathed. We hear a lot of chirping coming from the dugouts. And once again falls behind to the first runner, or to the first, on the first pitch to the batter every single time. Patovich is at the plate right now for Mount Hope. And that was the first real powerful strike that we've seen of the day. He's faced 3 batters so far. One of them is on third from a walk. The other 2 ground outs. Or a strikeout and a ground out, I should say. And Michael Poole seems to be getting control over his pitches, but another ball there. So 2-1 is the... And that's going to go to 3-1. So that fastball not finding the mark, those look like they were just barely off from the angle that I'm looking at it. And taking all the way, and that one's going to be a strike for a full count. So full count, 2 outs, runner on third. Michael Poole trying to work his way out of this inning. And he does just that. So, a little bit of control problems for Michael Poole to start the game. Walks the first batter on 4 pitches, but strikes out 2 of 3 and holds the runner. We will be right back for the bottom of the first.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Wood River Health is my home for health.
Wood River Health is a one-stop shop for primary medical care, dental care, behavioral health, and social services. We care for the members of our community because they are our community. I'm Allison Croak, President and CEO of Wood River Health. Since 1976, our health center has provided high-quality, affordable health care to residents of Rhode Island and southeastern Connecticut. We are your neighborhood health center. Let us be your home for health.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Similori Field here on a beautiful April 22nd. My name is Ben Barber. This is 321 Media, DJ Gadget behind the lens. The incomparable Dave DeAngelis producing today. Want to give a shout out to both Lisa Ornberg and the voice Greg Morano, who are under the weather today. And just want to say get well soon, and we love you guys. So, we are here. The Huskies take the field for their first round of defense today. And let's take a look at the pitcher on the mound. Due up right now for the Bulldogs is Luke Gwaltney, the leadoff hitter, followed by Zach Miner and Tom Fiore. Ooh, and Gwaltney with a line drive right to the shortstop. He put the bat on the ball better than anyone we've seen so far today in the 5 batters that we've seen. Line out right to Davies, who was the leadoff hitter for the Huskies. Zach Miner now at bat. The second baseman, last year's division player of the year. And the 0-1 count. Number 22, Dubois. I hope I'm saying his name right. On the mound for the Huskies. Ooh, that one was high. Right at about eye level. My producer says Dubois. I think that makes more sense. Dubois on the mound. 1 ball, 1 strike, one out. And that's going to hit Zach Miner. And he's going to take first. Speaking of Zach Miner, if you have any graphics needs, signs, need your truck wrapped, anything like that, go to Coastal Graphics. Go see Zach's dad over at Coastal Graphics. Great sponsor here at 321. The right fielder, Fiore, up at bat. 1-0 is the count. And that's going to be 2-0. Miner on first. Gwaltney lined out with a hard line drive straight to the shortstop to start the game. Ooh, and another one. 3-0 is the count. Fiore. I'm assuming he will be patient here unless he gets a real meatball. Absolutely gorgeous day here in Westerly. And he's going to take his base. So, control issues on both sides of the ball right now. Zeberini is going to come to bat, the third baseman, number 3 for the Bulldogs. Runners on first and second, still 1 out. And that one's going to say, he's going to say that one was in, I believe, actually, Dave. 0-1. Yeah, that's... The angle that we have is not the angle that the umpires have. And, of course, the angle that the umpires have is the correct angle. Ooh! And that is going to be an out to left field, but that was the best hit ball that we've seen so far. So the second out of the inning, runners stay at first and second. And that almost looked like a hit if he had just got a little bit more under it, or perhaps you can see the flag on the left-hand side coming in. Maybe if the wind was going a little bit differently, that would have been something to call home about with your friendly neighborhood wireless zone. At 224 Post Road, the catcher, Simmons, is now at bat. And once again, I don't know that a single batter has started a count behind tonight. DJ just texted me, this little bug. Yes, there's a bug buzzing around our camera lens. Simmons was a lot of fun last year to watch at the plate in the games that I got to call for the Bulldogs. And that one's going to be in there. 2-1 is the count for Dubois. And that one's going to be a grounder up the middle and doesn't need to do the double play. Steps on the bag at second, and that's going to end the first inning. So 0-0, couple of runners left on base, and we will be back with the top of the second just after this.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
I am Jim Howe. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
And welcome back to Similori Field here in beautiful Westerly, Rhode Island for the top of the second inning varsity baseball between the Mount Hope Huskies and the Westerly Bulldogs here on 321 Media. My name is Ben Barber. We have the always wonderfully weird DJ Gadget. I mentioned that because she is the owner of Weirsterly here in Westerly. Behind the lens and, of course, behind the curtain, pulling all of the strings, telling me what to do and say, is our wonderful director-producer, Dave DeAngelis. Want to say a huge thank you to everybody who allows these games to happen. All of the viewers, 300,000 viewers every single month that tune in to Westerly High School Sports, Cherahoe High School Sports, Stonington High School Sports, Prout High School Sports, and all of our various community-based shows, morning shows, etc. You can see us every single morning at 8 a.m. The Breakfast with Ken and Ben. Ooh, and a beautiful hit. And that's going to be foul, and he is not going to grab it. So foul off of the. I swear, everything off of these aluminum bats seems like the best. Like the sound off of an aluminum bat is like the sweetest sound in the world, almost as sweet as the sound off of a wooden bat. But that I digress. Everything sounds like it's a monster hit. That one's going to be a foul ball, and for the first time tonight, 0-2. For the first time tonight, Michael Poole is going to have a batter 0-2. And speaking of pitchers, this is, of course, Dubois. This is Dubois, who is at the plate, seeing if he can help out his own cause. And he hits the ball back to Michael Poole. Michael Poole had a little bit of an issue fielding it, and that's going to be an error on the throw, and the runner's going to stay put. So we have a base runner again, runner on first. My assumption is that will be a hit. I'm going to wait for the official ruling. I believe that that's a hit. I don't believe that there might be an error after it, but no, hits a ground ball, reaches on an error. So they're going to give it an error by shortstop Jaden Parker. It originally hit off of the glove of Michael Poole, and there is the untouchable heat of Michael Poole that we're used to, 0-1. So he has not thrown a single ball so far in this inning. And that one's going to get popped up, hopefully nowhere near our equipment. It is a beautiful day for baseball. Brought to you by Lathrop Insurance. The 0-2 pitch. And that is lights out. Strike one, strike two, strike three. And Cummings is out. Charist now at bat for the Huskies. And that one's going to be a strike. I thought it was a little low. Must have been right around the knee. 0-1, and still not a single ball thrown in this inning. Michael Poole really focusing on his control for the second inning, and that ball looked a little bit low and outside from the angle that we're at. However, that was a great pitch to swing at if you're Cheris, because that is where the strike zone has shown to be for both pitchers so far from this umpire tonight. And he tried to get him to go on that one, and that's going to be a 1-2 count now. Great discipline by Charist. He put that ball exactly where the previous two were. Maybe a little bit more outside. And the wind is whipping today, and that is going to be a shot down the line to Zabarini, and that is going to go foul. Want to thank our friends at Trot and Swiderski, Annie Mac Home Mortgage Momentum Group. You can see their mortgage moment down in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. 1-2, one out, runner on first. And 2-2, try to go back to that lower left-hand corner, low outside corner, right side on from where we're looking. Page left, if you will. Yes, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thank you, DJ. And that is going to be a pop-up to the right side. And the first baseman grabs it, and that is going to be 2 outs. Fantastic job there by McDonald. A lot of the names of these Bulldogs the same as last year's championship team. McDonald, one of the new ones, as the starting first baseman. And another strike. So every batter so far this inning has started off with a strike from Michael Poole. And that's strike 2, and they're going to steal it. He is safe. Great work there by DJ Gadget on the camera. Thank you so much. But the pitcher, Dubois, was able to steal second base there on the 0-2, on the 0-1 pitch. Now 0-2. And Ferreira, now he has a runner in scoring position, but he is down to his last pitch of the inning if it is a strike. And, ooh, that was a foul ball down left field real quick towards the Bulldogs' dugout side. And he's going to strike out swinging in the dirt. And that's going to be the inning. So Michael Poole regains his composure and gets his swagger back here in the second inning. No hits for Michael Poole so far through 2. Runner has reached on a walk in the first walk of the game, and a runner has reached on an error. But still no hits for Michael Poole. We'll see what Westerly can do at the plate in the bottom of the second. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Hi, I'm AJ Truck.
And I'm Jeff Swiderski with AnnieMac Home Mortgage's Momentum Group, your trusted partner in the home buying process.
At AnnieMac, we can strengthen your offer with our innovative program, Cash to Keys, giving you a competitive edge by allowing you to make a cash offer on your new home.
Together, we've helped over 1,000 families move into their dream homes, and we'd love to do the same for you.
Give us a call today at 401-486-0853 to get started.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140. And welcome back. The bottom of the second inning, still 0-0. The Mount Hope Huskies take the mound once again, and the Bulldogs trying to get something going here on offense. I do not believe either team got a hit in the first, has gotten a hit so far. 1-1 is the count. Michael Poole at bat. See if he can help out his own cause. Dubois did reach on an error and stole second in the top half of the inning. His counterpart on the mound today, Michael Poole, at the plate now. 1-2 is the count. Poole can get it done both on the mound and at the plate. And that one seemed a little bit high to me. 2-2 is the count. Shout out to Kiefer's Martial Arts over there in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Want to thank them They were the first ever advertiser here on 3-2-1. Ooh, and that one almost went to the backstop. Michael Poole is very tall, not quite that tall. 3-2, pitcher versus pitcher. And he's going to walk him. So both pitchers reach, still no hits in the game for either squad. Jaden Parker, the shortstop, coming up to bat. Ooh. And he hit the ball right into his neck of the woods between second and third. And now we have runners on first and second with our first hit of the day. And that leadoff walk could come back to haunt Dubois. Falcone now at bat. Oh, and that's going to be a pass ball. Wild pitch. And now you have runners on the corner. Nope, runners at second and third. Both runners advanced. Sorry about that. My mistake. Falcone here at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. Runners in scoring position. And that one's going to bring one home. So, Poole, who started off the game with a walk and some control issues, found his rhythm in the top of the second. And unfortunately, Dubois seems to be having some control issues of his own here in the bottom of the second. Hopefully he can put on the blinders, and would love to see him regain control right now for Dubois for the Huskies. And that was a solid strike into Falcone. So 1 in, 1 on third, no outs. 2-1 is the count. And that's going to be 2-2. Foul tip right back to the catcher. Two and two is the count. And he's going to work the count full. It is a beautiful spring day. The wind seems to have died down. And by the way, speaking of spring, it is a great time to look into honeycomb shades with coastline window treatment. And he's going to strike him out. So, great job. Excellent job by Dubois to come back after several wild pitches and a walk and to work the count and strike him out. That was fantastic. And now here's McDonald, the first baseman. And the second runner is going to come home. So 2 runs in as Jaden Parker finds home plate with the head first slide. 2-0. McDonald, foul ball. And that's going to be an 0-2 count. So 2 in for the Bulldogs. And I am hoping that now that the runners are out of scoring position, unfortunately for the Huskies, they came in. He's going to find the plate, and he does hit that one. And that's going to be an out. The Mount Hope Huskies have great defense, and if and that should hopefully help settle Dubois a little bit. If he can put the ball over the plate and allow the Bulldogs to make some contact, he might be off to a better situation because he's got a great team of fielders behind him, and starts this one off 0-1. So great start to this at bat as Gwaltney is up to the plate. Hit the ball great. One on the first pitch of the game for him. Makes solid contact again, and this one's going to be a pop-up to first base, and that's going to be the end of the second inning. So we'll be back 2-0 Westerly heading into the top of the third. Michael Poole will take the mound. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
D&V Mechanical specializes in the installation, maintenance, and servicing of Mitsubishi ductless mini-split heat pump systems. We are certified by Mitsubishi as Diamond Elite Contractors and factory trained and up to date on the proper procedure of the installation and service of Mitsubishi ductless heating and air conditioning ductless heat pumps. We assist with the paperwork to reduce much of the stress-related documentation required to get the state rebates and federal tax incentives. We are not a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-nothing company. We are masters of ductless heat pumps. It's what we do, and it's what we know.
And welcome back, everyone. We are here at Similori Field in beautiful Westerly, Rhode Island on a absolutely gorgeous spring day, April 22nd, 2025. Mount Hope Huskies at the plate, 2-0 Bulldogs here in the top of the third. My name is Ben Barber, DJ Gadget behind the lens, Dave DeAngelis producing, Michael Poole on the mound. And Castriota is at bat for the Huskies. Oh, and 2 on 2 straight. I'm sorry. It's 1-2. It's 1-1. I thought that it was. All right. I thought it was 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Very confusing. And that's a strike as well. So he's going to strike him out. Strike him out on 4 pitches. Michael Poole got his swagger back in the second inning. And that one's going to be a little bit low. Bounces first. We are back at the start of the lineup with Davies. Remember, Davies walked in 4 pitches to start the game. Oh, a beautiful hit to left field. And that was a heck of a shot. A long single. And that is going to be the first hit of the game for the Huskies. Abruzzi now at bat. Davies now got on base both of his at-bats so far here in the first 3 innings. And that one's going to be low as well. Spoke to Carlos Rios a little bit earlier today over at Rios Barbershop. And that's a pop-up to the left side. And I believe it went too far foul. And he's going to come back. Carlos Rios filled in, did a couple basketball games for us at the end of the year, at the end of the season for basketball. May jump on a baseball game this spring. Thank you to one of our brand new sponsors, Dunn's Corners Market. They are the official halftime show sponsor for Charahoe High School. And another one, a little too low. 3-1 here against Abruzzi. Abruzzi is going to make him throw a strike. Unless he gets a great pitch to hit, I think he's going to make him throw a strike right now. All of the balls have been down in the strike zone. And he put that one up just a little bit harder, a little bit higher. Abruzzi thought that he could handle it. Popped it back to the backstop. And now the count is full with a runner on and 1 out in the top of the third for the Huskies. Bulldogs lead 2-0. And that is going to be a hit as well, and the runner is going to advance to third base as Abruzzi worked the count and was able to grab a single through the right side of the infield. And 2 straight hits now given up by the Bulldogs ace. And Dubois who gave up 2 runs on wild pitches last inning, has a chance to help himself out. That one, Simmons is going to let him steal. So runners now in scoring position, 2 and 3, bases second and third base. Want to say hello to everyone watching at Pooch's Poorhouse, the official spot to watch Westerly High School sports. Dubois would love nothing more than to get a single right now, I am sure. Single, maybe a double, maybe more, but at least a single. Knock in one of those runs, maybe 2. Get back the runs that he gave up last inning. And that is the magic of high school baseball, where pitchers still hit. And that was a beautiful strike by Michael Poole. Poole wants the opposite of that. He would like to sit his opposing pitcher down right now. A strikeout would be ideal. And that's going to be a long foul ball to the left. A strikeout would be ideal. An infield single. I mean, an infield, not an infield single. That would be bad. But a little dribbler back to the pitcher would be okay. A line drive would be okay. Anything to get him out and not advance those base runners is what Poole is looking for right now. And another foul tip. So Dubois keeping it alive. Poole with the pitch, and that one's up high. He has a couple balls to give, though. 2-2 is the count. And with every pitch of this at bat, the tension builds. And that's going to be ball 3 as that one hits. Michael Poole comes over to cover. Great job there by Simmons blocking the ball from getting by the plate. No opportunity. Great heads-up play there with Poole coming over to cover as well. And now we have a full count, pitcher versus pitcher. Runners in scoring position. 1 out, top of the third. And that's going to be another foul. So, Dubois doing a great job here. Michael Poole, that was his 55th pitch of the game. A lot of pitches so far for these 2.5 innings. And he's going to walk him. So, bases are loaded, 1 out. Padovich comes to the plate. The benefit here, 2 bases loaded with 1 out, obviously double play. Possibilities now, you have a force out at every base. So if it is a little dribbler, he can throw it back to the plate and get a force out at the plate. You can get a force out at any base. Want to know? And that one's going to be a strike, 1-1. Michael Poole does a great job of channeling his energy in big moments. And that's going to be 2-1. I want to say thank you to our friends at Evering Electric over in Pawcatuck. And here's the pitch. Strike 2, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on all of the bases. Everywhere you look, there is a Husky. Padovich strikes out. Michael Poole able to strike out. It appears that there are 2 Dubois. There are 2 Dubois boys on the Huskies team, so I'm not sure which one is the pitcher, actually. I believe it's the first one. I believe that it's T. Dubois, not L. Dubois, but we'll see. I will double check. It definitely is. 22 is the pitcher, not 7. 0-1, Logan at bat. And he hits the ball, and that's going to be a force out at first. Poole gets out of it, as I said, does a great job in those high-pressure situations. Bases loaded, and the Bulldogs are able to walk out of it unscathed. Huskies going to hope that that does not come back to bite them. We'll be right back for the bottom of the third inning. Bulldogs take the plate. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Neil Anthus, owner of Sound Financial Partners. We're a full-service financial planning practice dedicated to optimizing your investment, tax, and cash flow strategies. As fiduciaries, we always keep our advisory clients' best interests in mind when making recommendations. Whether you're preparing for retirement or growing your business, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Ready to start your journey to financial success? Visit us at our Westerly office or give us a call at 401-642-4333.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Do you want to get your business in front of over 100,000 viewers every month? Advertise with 321 and enjoy the best value in local advertising while supporting free community live streams. Your message will be seen across live high school sports, morning shows, and local events, connecting you directly with engaged audiences, boosting your visibility, growing your brand, and helping us keep these broadcasts accessible to everyone for free. Partner with 321 today and watch your business thrive. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful Similori Field here in Westerly, Rhode Island. It is time for the bottom of the third inning. Westerly Bulldogs hosting the Mount Hope Huskies. This is 321 Media, brought to you by Lathrop Insurance, serving the community since 1939. I actually got to sit down with Dan Lathrop for a half hour today to record his interview as one of the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce's 50 Under 50. You can check out new episodes of 50 Under 50 every single weekday night at 8 p.m. on 321 Media or the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce, both on our Facebook and YouTube pages. 50 Under 50 celebrating 50 fantastic young individuals who make a difference in the ocean community. It is a fantastic list, and that is brought to you by Valenti Family of Dealerships. And we can't say thank you enough to our friends at Valenti and the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce for having us be a part of that. It was a great interview with Dan Lathrop, as always, and I want to say a huge thank you to Lathrop Insurance. Zach Miner up at the plate. Dubois on the mound. One and one. Dubois, by the way, is T. Dubois, number 22, is the pitcher. Number 7, Logan Dubois, is the second baseman. Bulldogs leading right now 2-0. Dubois. 3-1. Dubois, I believe, and let me just check, has given up one hit on the game so far. So, and he walks Zach Miner to start the third inning. Tom Fiore, the right fielder, up at bat for Westerly. And he's going to check him. Minor, again, last year's D2 Player of the Year. Bulldogs moved up a division this year. And that is going to get straight to the first baseman. And he's safe. Well, I heard someone yell safe. I'm going to double check here just to make sure. It is a ground out. The safe that we heard was not from the umpire. We didn't get the chance to see the umpire down there. The safe was not from the umpire. It was from one of the people in the crowd. Thank you, DJ, for adjusting the camera. And so Zeberini is at the plate. And we just had an error. Minor is going to now reach to third. The pitcher with the error there. I don't know if that was a balk or what exactly that was. Zeberini has still yet to get a pitch. And there it is, and that's going to go down the third base line. And it is a foul ball. The Minor is going to have to return back to third. And I need to plug this computer in. There we go. Oh and 1 is the count. 1 out. Runner on third. 0 and 2 is the count. As Zeberini is looking. Zeberini, the righty, number 3. And he hammers that one to center field. And that is going to drive in a run. From here, I thought that one might have been gone. But just a long single to center field. Center right. Simmons now up at bat. Zeberini at first. 1 on, 1 out. Dubois on the mound. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be that's low, 1 and 1. And we have some geese in the outfield, which is always going to draw DJ Gadget's attention.
They're on the team now.
And here's the pitch, and great opportunity to take that distraction by Zeberini and steal second base.
Now that's just foul.
I don't know if you guys heard that at home, but our camera operator, DJ Gadget, just said that's just foul. Hilarious. Simmons here with a 3-1.
They're just like living their best life out there. Center field.
The geese are here to stay. And, you know, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. And let's see if it's going to be good for the Bulldogs. And a monster hit, but that's going to go over into the practice field area.
I am glad I didn't park over there. I told you I was going to find birds this game, Ben.
We've gotten to the point in the game where DJ has found friends around her or has started talking to herself. One of the two. Grayson Simmons here. 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be a walk. So runners on first and second with one out. And we're going to go to a meeting on the mound to see if we can't fix some of these control issues and see what's going on here with Dubois. While they do that, I just want to take a quick second to remind everybody that if you're watching this game and you would like to advertise on 321 Media, you can do so. And right now, with our new current initiative, Give Back and Grow Together, you can advertise your business on 321 and gift an ad to a nonprofit that you love and support. Do you want more details? Call or text 401-321-2838 for details. You'll talk to a great guy named Ben. He's all right. I hear that Ben guy is okay. It's me. If you call that number, you talk to me. And if you text that number, you talk to me. It's always just me. For that number, at least. Once again, I want to thank DJ Gadget, our field producer behind the lens. I want to thank Dave DeAngelis, our intrepid, no, he's not an intrepid reporter. Is intrepid a word that you can use for a producer? Oh, a great hit. He's going to stay there. Michael Poole. Michael Poole reaches on an error by the second baseman. And now Jaden Parker, who had a hit in his first at-bat, back up at the plate with the bases loaded. It's 3-0 Bulldogs. Strike one looking. And that was just going to be to the left for the shortstop. Just a little foul. And I'm not talking about the birds in center field. Parker ripped an infield single. Well, it wasn't an infield single. It went to the outfield, but it was a line drive right past the shortstop in his first at bat. Three on, three in, one out, and a 1-2 pitch. Ooh, and he hits him to bring in the fourth run of the game. And at some point, unfortunately for Dubois, they're going to probably have to look in the bullpen. And I don't know for sure right now if they are warming someone up. But I would have to imagine that they are, especially in this case, or they will be during this next half inning. And he is able to do that and get the first strike on Falcone, the lefty. And it's going to be an 0-2 count. as Falcone fouls it off towards the playground area. And that one's going to be more of the same. 0-2 remains. I wonder if Coach Sposado's kids are over hanging out in the playground. Had a great time with them last year as they hung out with my nephew during some of the games. And that's going to be a pop-up back into the parking lot. Park at your own risk at Similori Field. That's why you end up seeing a lot of people around the outfield line. And that's going to be a wild pitch, going to bring home another one. So that's the fourth run now for the Bulldogs, fifth run, I should say, for the Bulldogs. As Grayson Simmons comes on home, Michael Poole moves over to third, and Jaden Parker moves to second. So Falcone, 1-2 still the count. And that is a strikeout. I was confused there why he didn't move originally, but that was a strike, so that's strike 3. 2 outs now in the inning, and that strikeout has got to instill a little bit more confidence in Dubois to get out of this inning as McDonald comes to the plate. Number 10 for the Bulldogs. He takes over for last year's senior captain, Jack Tenuta. And he puts the barrel of the bat on the ball. Wow, and 2 more come in for the Bulldogs. And that was an error. That is going to go down as an error on the left fielder. 2 runs are going to score. McDonald, I mean, he was a couple feet away from a home run there. Gwaltney back up at the plate. Gwaltney has put the bat on the ball twice. And there's a third one. Oh my goodness, another error. And wow, so Gwaltney is going to stay at second on the error. I thought that it was safe. I thought that it was close. Zach Miner now up to bat again, and it is 7-0 here for the Bulldogs in the third inning. One and 0. The Bulldogs offense putting the ball in play, getting all of the breaks with the errors and the walks and the hit by pitches. There are 2 outs. Zach Miner looking to draw 2 more runs in. Oh, and he's going to get them there as he put that one right over the third baseman's head with a double for Zach Miner. And it is 9-0. Nine to nothing now. Fiore, number 34, the right fielder, up at the plate. And that was high and tight. One and one now on the count. This field looks absolutely stunning today. Oh, and a big, big hit. Is that one going to find a glove? And it does. So 9-0 after 3 innings. And the Huskies are going to try to regroup in the top of the 4th. We'll be right back.
Wood River Health is my home for health.
Wood River Health is a one-stop shop for primary medical care, dental care, behavioral health, and social services. We care for the members of our community because they are our community. I'm Allison Croak, President and CEO of Wood River Health. Since 1976, our health center has provided high-quality, affordable health care to residents of Rhode Island and southeastern Connecticut. We are your neighborhood health center. Let us be your home for health.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is, right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
I am Jim Howe. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Welcome back as we get ready for the top half of the 4th inning. 9-0 Bulldogs over the Mount Hope Huskies. Huskies looking to start a rally here. Cummings coming up to the plate. No pun intended there, the right-hander. Michael Poole still on the mound. DJ Gadget wants me to let everybody know she found a 4-leaf clover here at Similori Field today. My name is Ben Barber. DJ Gadget behind the camera for us. Dave DeAngelis producing. Michael Poole on the mound, and that's going to be a 1-0 start to this count. Saglio is now in left field for the Bulldogs. So Falcone has been taken out. Not 100% sure when that happened. Oh, it's DJ's first ever 4-leaf clover that she's ever found. And we'll see if this is going to turn into some luck here for the Huskies or the Bulldogs. Huskies going to need a big rally to get back into this one. Bulldogs would need one more in this inning if they can hold the Huskies down, and that's going to be a strikeout to start the top of the 4th. Want to say congratulations to the Johnny Cake Center of Westerly, celebrating 50 years of serving our community. Check out johnnycakecenter.org or, of course, their social media for all of the updates for everything that they do in our community and all of their celebrations for their 50th year. And the batter's going to get that one foul, and that's going to be a long way to chase it. And it's just going to be a long foul ball for the Huskies. 0-1. It's a long strike. Dave and I joked the other day that we would be on commentary for baseball for the rest of the year and just do the commentary from the old AAA triple play games, the old triple play games on PlayStation. I think it was Buck Showalter. Somebody check that bat. That's got to be an aluminum bat. Of course it's an aluminum bat, Ben. It's high school. Those sorts of things. Anything hit that long, that far, should have a movie on it. Ooh. I heard someone just say, "Come on, MP3, let's go." If that is Michael Poole's nickname, because his number is 33, I think that's amazing. MP3, love that. I will start using that if I find out that that is true. Good eye there by the batter. 2-2, actually. Cherist, number 10. And he's going to sit him down. Second strikeout of the inning. 2 up, 2 down for Michael Poole. Number 11, Ferreira. He is 0 for 1 in the game so far. And that one looked a little high to me, and it is. Ooh! That might be a foul ball, technically. I'm going to wait until I get the official word, because it did hit his bat. And it is. That is a foul ball. It was definitely out of the strike zone, but the way that it hit his bat makes it a foul ball. So ducking that one, was good for him, but 1-1 now is the count with 2 out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mike Poole, Westerly's ace, looking to make quick work of the 4th inning. Now, that one, I believe, bounced off the catcher. But either way, that is a ball. So 3 balls, 1 strike. If the Bulldogs can hold them scoreless in this inning and add 1 run, then we may be looking at a mercy rule. And that's strike 2, so full count. And with the way that the sun is beginning to set, it's in everyone else's eyes except for the people in the batter's box. Fantastic point, Dave. And that's going to be a walk. So it's not going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Michael Poole. And that rally may just get started yet, as Castriata, number 12, comes up for the Mount Hope Huskies. Let's see if the Mount Hope Huskies can turn this into more of a game. After a 7-run inning by the Bulldogs. as Poole falls behind in the count once again. And 1-1 with a runner on first and 2 outs. 9-0 lead right now for the Bulldogs in the top of the 4th inning. And if you're looking for a lawyer who represents the underdogs, check out the law offices of James P. Howe in Wakefield. That's going to be a strike. Swings at that one in the dirt. 1-2. And that's going to be a strikeout. So he strikes out the side with 1 walk in between. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th inning and see if the Bulldogs can put this away and put it down into Mercy territory. We'll see in just a few minutes. We'll be right back.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop in to Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
And welcome back. Bottom of the 4th inning. Westerly Bulldogs about to take the plate. Either way, the Huskies are about to take the field. They are in the field right now, getting ready here for the bottom of the 4th inning. The Bulldogs about to come up to the plate. They are currently up 9-0 here at Similori Field in beautiful, historical Westerly, Rhode Island. My name is Ben Barber. Behind the camera lens for us today is our field producer, DJ Gadget. DJ stands for Donna Joe Gadget, little known fact. And our wonderful, incomparable director, producer extraordinaire, Dave DeAngelis. My name is Ben Barber. I think I may have already said that. We are 321 Media. This game is brought to you in part by Lathrop Insurance, Roof Right Roofing, and all of the other companies listed down below on the scroll. And a big hit there. He's going to run all the way to second base. And he's going to get a standing double, and that is Zeberini, the third baseman. Hits that one to right field, and the potential go-home run is on second base to start out the 4th inning, the bottom of the 4th inning. And now Grayson Simmons, the catcher, who is 0 for 1 so far in this game, but did reach on something or other. Hit by pitch, maybe? Base on balls, something like that. A walk. He reached on a walk. I want to say a huge thank you to my statistician, which is, by the way, the Game Changer app. Ooh. That one almost hit him in the letters across the chest. Came very close there. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 balls, no strike. Let me double. Yeah, it is 2 balls, no strikes. It was that lower outside corner where it was called a strike earlier in the game again, and he's going to say that he went around on that one or that it was just inside the strike zone, 2-1. Once again, I'm not judging balls and strikes here. The umpire has a much, much better position than we do, so the men in gray have the final say, as it were. 3-1. And if you want to have the final say over the style of your home, you need to call Coastline Window Treatments. Blinds, shades, shutters, and so much more. 401-315-6512. And that is going to be a wild pitch on ball 4, which means that we now have runners at the corners and nobody out. Michael Poole, the pitcher, up at the plate. Runners on the corners, nobody out. And he's swinging for the fences. He knows that all he needs to do right now is bring Zeberini home from third base. And that one's going to go foul. So 0-2 now for Michael Poole. And he is swinging for the fences. Hopefully, number 14, whose name I do not have, number 14, the new pitcher, which I should have mentioned, the new pitcher for the Huskies in relief, coming in for Dubois. The 0-2 count to Poole. And that is going to advance the runner to second. And again, yes, I'm pretty sure that Mount Hope will have the opportunity if one of these 2 runs does come in from second and third right now, and it makes it 10-0. I do believe that the Mount Hope Huskies will have a chance at the top of the 5th inning, and Michael Poole fouls that one off, so still 1-2 on the count. Shout out to Danny's Bar and the Side of Mayo Grill over at Danny's Bar. Ooh! And Michael Poole gets hit by the pitch, bases loaded. You never want to see anybody get hit by a pitch. You definitely don't want to see your pitcher get hit in the arm while they are batting. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in for Michael Poole. And that is going to be Mankoff. And we also had a runner come in at second base, and that is Messier. So Zeberini, Messier, and Mankoff are on the base paths right now. No outs, bases loaded. Bulldogs up 9-0, and the Huskies are going to have to try to find a way out of this inning. Remember, if the Huskies give up 1 run in this inning, then they are in the territory of a mercy rule. I believe that they will get to bat in the top half of the 5th. And that's going to be a pop out that is going to keep everybody exactly where they are. So that is a great job by the pitcher to get the first out of the inning. No one has come home yet. Number 17 here, Saglio, the right fielder, came in for the left fielder came in for Falcone. This is his first at bat, and he hits the ball. That's going to bring a runner home with a single. So it is 10-0 Bulldogs with the bases still loaded, 1 run in, and Saglio is going to be 1 for 1 with an RBI on the night. McDonald McDonald is not coming up to the plate. It is going to be Nastasi, number 22. Is the pinch hitter. As the colder months turn to warmer months, you can make sure that you keep your home comfortable year-round with a brand new heating and cooling system from D&V Mechanical, ductless heating and cooling masters. They specialize in Mitsubishi ductless air conditioning and heating systems, heat pumps. Give D&V Mechanical a call. And not only do they do that as the count goes to 2-1, not only do they do that, but they also help you navigate the world of rebates and other options to make those upgrades to your home not only more sustainable, but more affordable. So stay comfortable all year round with D&V Mechanical. Ball 3 as the pitcher is becoming dangerously close to walking in the 11th run of the game. And we may be at that Coastal Graphics post-game show sooner rather than later. Full count, bases loaded, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning. I should probably start thinking about the Ed French and Son player of the game. And the shift is on, and that one is going to be an out. So it was a line out, and he could not get Saglio at first. So tried to pull the double play there, was not able to. Pruitt is going to be coming in for Gwaltney as the Bulldogs continue to put in their backups. Pruitt gets a ball. And I just want to say a fantastic job working himself out of this bases loaded situation so far for number 14 from the Huskies. It's been a difficult night on the mat. Oh, and Pruitt. Oh, my God. And that was down the left field line, just inside the foul line, just inside the fence. And that is going to clear the bases. Pruitt with a 3-run double to make this 13-0. The pinch hitter for Luke Gwaltney, so the new center fielder, I would imagine, Pruitt, just cleared the bases with a double. 13-0 now for the Bulldogs. And it says Zach Miner coming up to the plate, the senior, and I believe it is. Yes, there's the number 24. So Zach Miner, who is 1 for 1 in this game. And that just goes to show you, I believe he got hit by a pitch. I think he may have walked. He's definitely been up to the bat at least 3 times today. Zach Miner, the second baseman, would not be surprised if Michael Poole does not come back. Oh, and Miner, that one's going to be down the left field line, foul. Zach Miner worked in the closer role last year for the Bulldogs. You can catch Coach Ron Spizzato, by the way, on Saturday mornings at the pantry with Sal Morano for Sal's Sports Report. Huge shout out to Ronnie Spizzato for doing that with us. 1-2 now. Two and two. Zach Miner. I know I sound like a broken record, but last year's Player of the Year for Division II. And that is a line drive to left, and that is going to find the hole, and he's going to be in at second with a standing double, and that is going to bring Pruitt in from second, 14-0 now for the Bulldogs. Number 34 coming up, which I believe is Tom Fiore. Tom Fiore, yes. Tom Fiore, the right fielder. And he's going to get that down. That's going to bring in another run. No, it's not. And that's going to be an error. It is going to bring in the run. So Miner was caught in a pickle, and they just threw it over the third baseman or the shortstop's head, whoever was covering third at that moment. But either way, a double there for Fiore, and let's see how they actually score that. So Miner does score on an error, and Fiore got a single and then reached second on the same error. And Zeberini now, number 3, at the plate, as it is 15-0 for the Bulldogs. And again, I do believe that the Huskies will get an opportunity to bat in the top of the 5th inning, but they're going to need to score more than 5 runs to avoid the mercy rule in the top of the 5th inning. Oh, Zeberini crushed that ball. And he is into so double after double after double now, as the score quickly turns from 10-0 to 16-0. As we've gotten one of them was technically a single and an error, but double after double after double, runners ending up on second base. That is what I will officially call that. This game may end up quick enough that I could make it down to Dunn's Corners Market. Sandwiches are back, baby, at Dunn's Corners Market. For a little while, they stopped making sandwiches to order, and they just had them pre-made. And thank God they are back, because they are some of the best sandwiches in the area. Dunn's Corners Market, they got something for everybody. I think that used to be the slogan for Warwick Mall, and that is going to bring in another run on the single. And that was Grayson Simmons, the catcher, with the single, bringing in Zeberini, 17-0, as this game gets even more and more out of hand. Want to say a huge thank you to Jeff and Maria Pucci over at Pucci's Poorhouse. And hello to everyone watching over at Pucci's Poorhouse, the official place to watch 321 Media. 321 Media's coverage of Westerly High School sports, I should say. Thank you to Allie Woodard Photo. And that one is also going to find it in. So Messier was on first. Messier came in on first. Mankoff with a single to left field. We have runners on first and second now. And Jaden Parker coming back up to the plate. Parker is 1 for 2 at the first single of the night, first hit of the night for either team. And the Huskies are just probably wanting this to end at this point. This has got to be frustrating, and that hit him. So Parker is going to take first, and we're going to have a bases loaded situation again. So the bases are loaded for the second time. This game was 2-0 at the beginning of the third inning. We had a 7-run third inning and now an 8-run fourth inning. And that's going to be strike one as Saglio, who is... It says Saglio is 0 for 1. I don't feel like he is 0 for 1. I thought that he got a hit in his first at bat. I'm not sure. But Parker at first, Mankoff at second, Messier at third. I could have sworn, maybe it was an error. Maybe he reached on an error. Did Saglio. And that's going to be a pop-up to the right. And luckily I am parked a little bit further away from the field than that. 1-2. And that's going to be 2-2 now. An 8-run inning so far for the Bulldogs. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and bases are loaded. And that's a pop-up. So the count is going to stay the same. Broadview Florist. Thank you to Broadview Florist, right next to Dunn's Corners Market, actually. So you can go get a beautiful sandwich and a beautiful bouquet of flowers for your loved one. Broadview Florist and Garden Center. So you can go check out their nursery, get plants for your house. Spring has sprung here in Westerly. We are a month into spring officially. It's starting to feel like spring. And great opportunity to go see Chris Kozłowski and his entire family down at Broadview Florist and all of their staff. And that's it. Finally, the 4th inning is over. For the top of the 5th inning, we will be right back after a quick word from our sponsor for the top of the 5th inning. And again, Mount Hope needs 8 runs for this to not end right now. So we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm AJ Truck.
And I'm Jeff Swiderski with AnnieMac Home Mortgage's Momentum Group, your trusted partner in the home buying process.
At AnnieMac, we can strengthen your offer with our innovative program, Cash to Keys, giving you a competitive edge by allowing you to make a cash offer on your new home.
Together, we've helped over 1,000 families move into their dream homes, and we'd love to do the same for you.
Give us a call today at 401-486-0853 to get started.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
And welcome back to Similori Field for the top of the 5th inning. That bottom of the 4th inning was just all Westerly. 8 runs scored. They stranded the bases loaded at the end. Mount Hope Huskies going to try to start a rally here. They're going to need 8 runs in the top half of this inning for this game not to be over due to the mercy rule. Davies, who's 1 for 1, the leadoff batter, is up to start the 5th inning. We have Jaden Parker still at, well, this says that Jaden Parker is both at third and short. And that's going to be a quick first out. Saglio in left, Pruitt in center, Fiore still in right field, Simmons still behind the plate, Jacobson at second, Hackett at first base, and pitching to try to close this one out. Hooper. I texted Coach Spizzato the other day, and I said that Hooper is Dave's favorite player on the Bulldogs. I said Dave wants a Hoop jersey. And he said, I said he's Dave's favorite player. For the last 2 years, we've lovingly referred to him as Hoop. And as a matter of fact, Dave once put a scroll at the bottom of the screen when he came on that just said Hoop with a bunch of O's. We love James Hooper. And that's going to be out number 2 with the fly ball. Number 25. And by the way, Coach Spizzato said he's a likable player and a likable kid. Pitched us out of some big spots last year. And we are down to the last out. And it's not going to be that one. Nope, it's not going to be that one, as Dubois, the pitcher that started the game, number 22, said we're not going out quite that easily, and hit a single, and that's got to feel good. Good for him. Good for him. And if you'd like to feel good about yourself, head on down to Westerly Fitness. Just saw them over in the lower right-hand corner. And that is going to be a ground out to third. And no, that's going to be an error. And we're going to get runners on second and third. 2 outs. James Hooper on the mound. And this could be the beginning of the rally, as the second baseman, Logan Dubois, comes up to the plate. And now remember, and another opportunity for the same play. And they get it. So that's it for this one. 17-0. The end of the game. This one is going to be a mercy rule here. Bulldogs win. They beat the Mount Hope Huskies. This is the Coastal Graphics postgame show, brought to you by our friends at Coastal Graphics, Jeff Miner, Zach Miner's dad. Huge shout out to Jeff Miner down at Coastal Graphics. Big thank you to DJ Gadget from Westerly, our field producer. Huge thank you to Dave DeAngelis, our director. And I am going to give the Ed French & Son player of the game today to Michael Poole. Senior Michael Poole, the ace of the Bulldogs. He got into some trouble with his control to start off the game. He got through that first inning, got himself out of a jam with runners in scoring position, and never looked back. It's going to be a shutout for Michael Poole. He is going to be the Ed French & Son player of the game. So many people got hits here. Zach Zeberini collected 3 hits and 4 at-bats as the Westerly Bulldogs defeated the Hope Huskies 17-0 today. Zeberini doubled in the 4th inning, singled in the 3rd, doubled in the 4th again. The Bulldogs got on the board in the bottom of the 2nd inning for the first time after a wild pitch. Jaden Parker stole home. They both scored a run. Zeberini singled in the 3rd. Again, they scored 7 runs in the 3rd inning. Parker was struck by a pitch, pass ball, Zach Miner doubled, scoring 2 runs. Dante Pruitt scored, doubled, and then scored doubled with 3 RBIs. Zach Miner singled, scoring a run. Tom Fiore singled, scoring 1 run. Zeberini doubled again, scoring a run. Grayson Simmons singled, scoring 1 run. Michael Poole got the win. He got 3 hits and 0 runs over 4 innings. And unfortunately for Trace Dubois, he was unable to do that and takes the L. James Hooper threw 1 inning of scoreless ball at the end, and just a fantastic day. Zach Miner and Pruitt both drove in 3 runs for Westerly. Just a spectacular night here at Similori Field for the Bulldogs. Heartbreaking loss for our friends at Mount Hope, the Huskies. And remember, you can give back and grow together at 321 Media. If you have a small business and there's a nonprofit that is near and dear to your heart, I'm sure we all have nonprofits that are near and dear to our heart, you can advertise your business and choose to give an ad to a nonprofit that you love. So call or text me, Ben Barber, for details. 401-321-2838. You call that number, I answer. Swear to God, it's me, my voice. You'll hear me on the other end. I'll go, hello. That's how it works. Or you can text. That's great too. Thank you once again. Thank you to DJ Gadget. Thank you to Dave DeAngelis. Want to say a huge thank you to Lisa Ornberg and the voice Greg Moreno at home, a little under the weather. Get better soon, guys. We love you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the Coastal Graphics team for the post-game show. Thank you to Redstone Tire for the pregame show. Thank you to Ed French & Sons Paving. Thank you to Lathrop Insurance and all of our sponsors. My name is Ben Barber. This is 321 Media. We'll be back at 8 a.m. Actually, we'll be back at 8 p.m. tonight for 50 Under 50 with the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce, and then back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for breakfast with Ken and yours truly. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye for now. Do you want to get your business in front of over 100,000 viewers every month? Advertise with 321 and enjoy the best value in local advertising while supporting free community live streams. Your message will be seen across live high school sports, morning shows, and local events, connecting you directly with engaged audiences, boosting your visibility, growing your brand, and helping us keep these broadcasts accessible to everyone for free. Partner with 321 today and watch your business thrive.